Today's video is brought to you by the MR500 Ansel Diagnostic Tool for Yamaha outboard motors. All right, we got it flipped over. Now we just got to get some oil on this side and plateau these. Running a little low on oil now. Now you've seen some guys, they'll have the wash going while they're doing this. With the Aussie juice, I find it leaves little rust bits on here because it you know, kind of gives a little flash rust. So I don't do that. I'm going to leave this exactly the way it is. I have a little bag I'm going to put this in, and then we'll flush this out. So I just have a bag I put this inside of just to keep it neat and clean, no, no bits get in it. Okay, now we're just ready to wash this side out and lube it up. We'll make sure this is all nice and clean, and what I'm going to do after I get this clean with the wash is I'm going to spray this down with brake cleaner in here. Get all the Aussie juice off of everything. And then I'm going to put it on my nice clean bench. I know if you saw my bench when I was boring and honing, it looked pretty bad. But that's what happens. It gets messy when you start doing those things. And I am going to put it on the bench, and then I'm going to clean out, especially that one cylinder that we bored and honed. I have a little nozzle that I got from Amazon that sprays like 4 different ways out the sides that you can use for like undercoating the car, getting inside the frame and everything. So I'm going to use that with my brake cleaner on it to get inside the ports to be sure that we get all the little cinders and bits out of there and be sure it's nice and clean. So again, I'm going to hit all these spots again around this because I want to keep this clean now. We cleaned off all our surfaces. We're ready now to flip this block up. Because when I flip it up, that's when everything drains out of it, and I'll turn it over a couple different ways, you know, to make sure everything drains out of it. The aluminum leaving a little liquid on it because we're gonna spray the heck out of this with brake cleaner. The aluminum I'm not as concerned about. It's these sleeves that are cast iron. So let's flip this up. You can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it over there, but it's all. Now I'm gonna start spraying around. I'm going to spray every little bleed line out. There is a place here where exhaust gas recirculation is. I'm going to spray all that because that goes into this top cylinder, and we're going to spray this all out with brake cleaner now and make sure it's all nice and clean. So we'll go ahead and make sure we get all these cleaned out. Then I'll look inside the cylinder just to make sure it didn't blast any little dirt in there. We're going to flush the cylinders again too. So as you can see, I'm going to go through a lot of WD-40 and a lot of brake cleaner to make sure that this is nice and clean. So Brad has a nice clean block. Now I'm getting to the point where I'm going to start getting the rest of the block clean. If it sits on the paint too long, it's going to eat away at the paint, so I'm just looking to get the algae juice off. Not to eat away at the paint that's on there, it's going to soften it up. So I'm just going to dab it, and it'll make the new paint stick a little better too. All right, let's get this, gonna clean these ports out. Then we'll get this cylinder. Bottom cylinder. All right. So what I'm going to do now is spray a little WD-40 in here because now it's going to dry out and possibly flash rust. Get it on the bench because we're going to clean it some more with that spray I was telling you about. I'm going to switch this over to my bench now. Let's have nice clean old shirts here. Oil back. Get some more of that. Let's get this block over here and ready for final cleaning. Now I'm going to wipe out my cylinders really good. I'm going to get some sea foam on them because this is going to sit for a little while overnight because I've done enough for today. And I don't want any flash rust happening. So rag is coming out relatively clean, which is what I want to see. All right. So we'll get a little sea foam on here to coat these cylinders. It's going to get a little messy. So I learned this trick from a rebuild shop that I had shipped the block to one time. Was curious how they were rebuilding and had some questions about what they were doing. And I had an issue with a block. I wasn't sure if it was my issue or if it was something that I had done. And they were really good. And they said, ship it to us. Don't worry about cleaning or anything because they're going to clean it all. When we ship it back to you, it's going to be coated in sea foam. And I said, really? They said, yeah, they found that that works the best to prevent flash rust. So I've been doing that ever since. Okay. So we're in pretty good shape right now. Now I got to get my flashlight out, and in our next episode what we're going to do is we're going to shine our light down in here, and we're just going to really do a good inspection. Let me show you that spray nozzle. And this is off of Amazon, and it has a spray nozzle on it that sprays out in all different directions. Doesn't come out the front, just comes out sideways. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes in there. So I'm going to snake that in those ports, especially this bottom cylinder that we oversized, because there's a lot of grindings we went through in there. We had grindings in all of them, but this one had the most. So we're going to make sure we spray it all inside those ports. I don't want any little grits left inside there. So don't forget, this video is brought to you by the Ansel MR500 diagnostic tool. I have one for Yamaha. I have one coming for Mercury. They make one for Suzuki, and it's dealer level diagnostics that can save you thousands over paying those dealer costs over the years of owning your motor. So please like, subscribe, send me any comments that you have, and we look forward to seeing you in our next episode. Have a great day.